That know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Conley. 4-3. The shot, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Morant, the pass to Bane. No good with the triple.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Edwards. Outside Conley. Fires the 3. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Outside Morant. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Morant's got 8 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Towns. Conley against Morant. Clock at 6. Towns passes to McDaniels. And it's all from three-point range. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Inside. Here's Adams. Edwards against Jackson. Back to Adams. Jackson finds Adams. Outside Bane. And here's Morant outside. They get the rebound.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Memphis has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Adams. Pass to Morant. Back to Adams.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last person you want to see coming at you is Rudy Gobert.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Oh, Adams with the block. Morant with it. Give him 8 points now. Jackson outside. On the wing, Brooks. Outside Morant. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. Morant's got 11 points.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And here's Memphis. They're on a 13-3 run. Brooks outside. Three-pointer. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Now Morant. He's got 11. Pass to Jackson. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. And that one hits the back iron.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
McDaniels inside. Jackson on him. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Soft touch off the glass.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Here's Morant. On the wing, Bain. Brooks outside. Good D by Gobert. And so it's Memphis leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Desmond Bain is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoying playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Jones, the pass to Brooks. Adams a screen. The 3-ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. We've seen the pace of the game ratchet up every year, Clark. Might that trend reverse at some point?
I don't think so, B. I mean, the game is meant to be played fast, and because of the potency of the three-point shot, the skill level of the players, the athleticism, I think you're going to continue to see teams play with a lot of pace because that's easier in terms of producing points.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Towns on a screen. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. It's stolen. Here's Jackson. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Jones in the post. He's guarded by Conley. And another miss by Memphis. The Timberwolves trail. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. That evens the score. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Right side, Jones. A shot to stop the drought. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Here's Noel. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Memphis trailing here. Timeout called. Memphis.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. Aldama comes in for Jackson. Clark with the screen. Left side Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. For Minnesota, they've gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
The Timberwolves shooting a solid 53% from the floor. 1 minute left in the second quarter. Pass to Reed. And the basket is good. And now a 6-point Minnesota lead.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting pocket.
On the wing, Jones. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Aldama. Anderson covers. Aldama, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Aldama, no good.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
Here's Noel. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
With the score, the Grizzlies 15, the Timberwolves 24.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Kyle Anderson, Jalen Noel out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And here's Morant outside. The offensive rebound. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Out of bounds, it'll be Grizzlies ball. And so it's Memphis with it. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Outside Morant. There's the triple. Minnesota with the rebound. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Here's Prince. From behind the arc. Aldama grabs the board. Now here's Morant. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Here's Noel to the paint. Here's Anderson. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Morant, no good. Minnesota in the lead. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Konchar's checked in.
First team. Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies.
And Morant over to help. Here's Prince. Pass to Reed. The three. Nails it from three. Reed's got 9.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Kennard outside. Here's Conchar. Now here's Morant. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. And Kennard with the 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Morant, the pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Adams checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. Dylan Brooks checked in for Conchar. And it's Bain in for Kennard. Conley against Morant. Outside Edwards. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock. But his teammate has something a little better.
Brooks outside. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Jackson.
I love the strength shown by Jackson there, refusing to let the defense have the last word.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Morant against Conley. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. This one for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Conley's got 6.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Into the lane. Oh, and Towns with the block.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns on the defensive end is block shots. He does not like to give up a clean look.
Oh, and he got fouled on his... And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
40 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Adams. Outside Bain. From outside the arc. No good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. McDaniels against Brooks. Outside McDaniels. The kick out to Conley. Pass to Edwards. 5 on the clock. Driving in. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
He hits the second from the line. It could go. That shot off the mark. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The T-Wolves on top. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Edwards.
Oh, wow.
Come on,
With authority.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Outside Morant. To the inside. From deep, Bain. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
For three, Conley. Kept alive by Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. Another shot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Well, Memphis shooting just 33% so far in this game. Brooks against Conley. To the left side wing. Here's Morant. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. Edwards. Gobert passes to Edwards. Fires for three. Another miss by Minnesota.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Bain. From deep, Conley. And they'll get another chance. And here's Edwards outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. 11-point game. And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
Picked by Gobert. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. Let's go with a three. Outside McDaniels. Edwards against Brooks. There's the three. 6 to shoot. Back to Edwards. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves. McDaniels finds Towns. Shoots over Jackson. That one a little long. And now the Grizzlies on the run. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. Now here's McDaniels. Oh, deflected. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Bain against Edwards. And he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Conley passes to Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Brooks. Edwards for 3. It's Edwards on the wing. Offensive rebound. Gobert passes to Towns. The kick out to Conley. The 3. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with...
I smack clowns with mad style.
terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit. Go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, oh, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Now here's Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And don't forget, his dad played in the NBA as well. So Jackson probably grew up getting bumped all the time trying to score in the backyard.
Yep, that one goes.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Booker against Bain. To the middle. Durant with the steal. Booker the pass to Okogie. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time is Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader. Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Stolen. On the wing, Brooks. Guarded by KD. Brooks against Durant. Bain kicks to Jackson. Down low. 5 to shoot. Booker with it. Now defended by Bain. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one's on Morant.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Out to Brooks. Here's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Ball looking over the floor. Over to the left wing. Here's Okogie. Guarded by Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Booker. Nice D from Brooks. For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Morant against Booker. It's deflected and stolen by Ayton. Here's the break from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Now here's Brooks. And the pass to Adams. 4 on the clock. And it's off the back rim. No good. Phoenix leading by 3. Booker in the corner. For the 3. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. 59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Jackson with the screen. Morant passes to Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now here's Booker. Outside Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morant outside. In the corner, it's Bain. And another miss by Memphis. Durant kicks to Paul. To the left wing. 20 feet out. Misses off the left eye. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns ahead. They lead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And then Morant slams it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Booker is screen on Morant. Paul against Morant. Paul dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Suns leading by 3. Paul outside. He kicks it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Morant right side. That shot is off. Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Now here's Durant. D right on him. Ball outside. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme. After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Back to Jones. Here's Clark. Outside, Bain. Three-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Booker, no good. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
KD passes to Booker. Ayton trying to break free. That's good from Booker on the assist from KD.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Pass to Aldama. Can they get it? And it's Durant with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 9. Out to the wing. Okogie for 3. That one no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Booker against Bain. Pass to Aldama. He gets it in there.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Jones looking for an opening. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And Ayton throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Takes a 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Suns leading by 9. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ayton. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside, Bain passes it to Aldama. Over Booker. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Phoenix ahead by 9. All right, Dave, thank you. And
The Suns, 20.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Tyus Jones out there with Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar into the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Jones inside. And stolen by Ayton. KD with it. Jones covering. Oh, Ayton in position. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
And here's Booker from the arc. Ayton, the pass to Okogie. Here's Clark, and Clark slams it in.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Booker, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Paul with the ball. Jones covering for 3. Booker, good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 6.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker, but man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
Kennard on the wing. Defended by Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Durant with the steal. And now the Suns, a fast break. For 3, Okogie. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside, Jones. Floats one. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Paul left side. Now the pass to Okogie. Kennard against Booker. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Ayton. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
The Suns have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Jones kicks to Kennard. Good on the three-point shot. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Kennard has such good mechanics with the way he shoots it. The moment that ball is in motion, it looks good.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Aldama. That 3 off the mark. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
There's the drive, and it's Clark slamming it down.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Here's Durant, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
For Phoenix, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Yeah, they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Adams sets the pick for Morant. 1:16 left in the third. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with him.
Both free throws good from Morant. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. KD on the wing. Off target from outside.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Suns leading by 10. Booker outside. Outside Durant. Lots of room. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. 8 points for Kevin Durant.
Hard to argue with that plan. Give Durant the ball. Let him show why he's one of the league's best.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And Adams sends it back. Payne against Ayton. Here's Adams. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Adams has got his first bucket in this one. Outside for KD, and so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat, up 8 points. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. Booker, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Paul with the steal. Here's Okogie. Paul outside. And Adams sends it back.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Out to the right wing. Ayton, the pass to Okogie. Booker against Brooks. The drive by Booker. Pass to Okogie. Shot clock at 5. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Brooks.
And that's a great play on defense there. Forced him to rethink the shot and then able to come up with the steal. Such opportunistic basketball right there. And that's when they desperately needed it.
Morant's against Paul. Pass to Okogie. Booker, right side. Kicks it out to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
This is it to Okogie. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Jackson knocks it loose.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot blocks and not afraid to send a message as well. And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Morant passes to Jackson. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Morant, right side. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Grizzlies.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
To the paint, and Adams with the slam.
That doesn't happen all that often, but Steven Adams stepping up big here.
Outside Durant. Looking to get it going. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 4 assists in the game. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Bain passes to Jackson. Rebound by the Suns. Durant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Booker gets to Durant. Driving in. It's hauled in by Adams. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
A huge shot from Durant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Here's Booker. Brooks with it. Right side Jackson. Back to Brooks. Takes the 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And this is why Brooks is out there. Amazing watching him come up in the clutch for his squad.
Kicks it out to Paul. The pass to Booker. Tries it from the top of the key. And the Suns miss again.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Brooks, the pass to Adams. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Brooks. 6 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Ayton.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And here's Booker from the arc. Buries it from outside.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Probably. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
I smack clowns with mad style.
better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
It's a beautiful brand of ball, for sure. Just a joy to watch. Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Now here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Pass to Towns. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Okogie, that one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
So it's Phoenix now, following the score by Minnesota. Here's Okogie. The kick out to Paul. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Deflects the pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Edwards with it, now guarded by Booker. McDaniels passes to Towns. Edwards with it, Towns a screen on Booker. And here's Edwards outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, here's Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Booker. From deep. Towns with a rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Booker against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Graham, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. It's Booker on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. To the left wing. Gobert with a screen on Booker. From deep, Conley. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Ayton. Shot to stop the run. Drops in the 3. Ayton's got 5 now.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Edwards. He has 7. Towns for 3. Hauled in by Paul.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often. And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Here's Gobert. Right side, Edwards.
Suns foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. First team foul.
And Minnesota has possession. They lead by 4. Here's Edwards.
As a defender, Paul can be so frustrating, using his quickness to stay on top of you.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. He's got 5.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Paul can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's McDaniels. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Lets the 3 fly. Paul passes to Booker. Five to shoot. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Conley against Paul. Here's Towns. Back to Conley. Jacks up a 3. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Gets the 3 ball to go. Conley's got 9 points.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Here's Okogie, defended by Gobert. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Over Edwards. Paul, shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Now Towns.
Phoenix foul. Josh Okogie. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Paul against Conley. And here's McDaniels.
Defensively, you always want to keep vision on the ball. Nice job tracking and coming away with it.
Durant, the pass to Paul. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a grade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Here's Paul. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Ooh, it's stolen away. Fast break, Minnesota. Back to Edwards. And there's the drive. Outside McDaniels. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Conley. Nice D from Durant. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Stolen by Conley. To the wing on the left. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside McDaniels. Here's Edwards going inside.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
Booker finds Ayton. Here's Okogie from the arc. Buries it from 3. Okogie's got 8.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Here's Anderson. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Cuts off the pass. And the Suns pushing it up now. And Durant with the big finish.
Beautiful timing from KD. He just knows when to get up there for the alley-oop.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. And pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. The shot comes out. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. 1:14 left to play in the second quarter. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Now here's Booker. Launches it. Here's Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ayton's got 7 points in the game.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Ayton inside. Prince is there. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
On the wing, Noel. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And the first one at the line is good. That one misses. The Suns leading. Booker, the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of this game. The kick out to Paul. From deep. Hits the trifecta. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
The consistency of Paul's three-point shot is really something. He is a real troublemaker at the arc.
And a pretty tightly contested game.
25, the Suns, 29.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. A slam dunk by Reed.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing's over.
Here's Paul. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Paul's got 10 points.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Here's Alexander Walker. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Right side Anderson. Down low. A slam dunk by Reed.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Outside Durant. Takes a 3. Booker for 3. Rebound Minnesota.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Here's Prince. Back to Alexander Walker. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And here are the Suns now, after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago.
Ho, ho, guess what? Another bucket for KD, just making the game look easy. So boring.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the third highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Now here's Booker. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Here's Durant. Here's Okogie. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
Now here's Edwards. 12 points for him. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And a foul. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
The previous play is
Slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant.
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
That free throw misses.
One of the best scorers in the game. Booker is a volume shooter who also plays with a ton of confidence.
And he sinks the second. Minnesota has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Pass to Towns. Conley with the ball. Durant covering. The kick out to Conley for the lead. And Chris Paul clears it away. And the Suns pushing it up now. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
But the defender had more size than him, but did not have more fight.
Edwards against Booker. And that one is stuffed right through.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Durant. No good there. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Edwards. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's all tied up. Edwards has gotten 4 this quarter.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Outside Booker. Takes the 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Towns with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. And here's Edwards outside. The Suns clear it.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Pass to Paul. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And for Minnesota, they're shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. McDaniels passes to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. To take the lead. Over to the wing. Towns down low. Outside McDaniels, beyond the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Paul, puts up a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Towns on a screen, Conley. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Phoenix has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Booker for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Edwards. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
Here's Edwards. Following the score by Phoenix. Pass to Towns. Top of the key. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now. The kick out to Paul. The 3 is up. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
His second, first team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. Shooting.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this.
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
The kick to Durant. No good off the back of the rim.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Gobert with a screen on Booker. Pass to Towns. Outside Conley. Back to Towns. Here's Gobert. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Here's Okogie, covered by Towns. Back to Durant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
So clever with the pump fake. Durant is so good at scoring that if he pump fakes, you better jump.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Booker against Edwards. And the basket by Towns.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Paul finds Booker. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Ayton passes to Paul. He can't get it to go. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Towns on a screen. The kick out to Conley. Gobert passes to McDaniels. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Huge free throws right there. He's able to put them on top of those makes.
Paul against Edwards. Ayton, the open look. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley passes to Gobert. Outside Conley. The kick out to Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. And Durant with the big finish.
He is one of the most elite scorers we have seen. You want KD with the ball.
From deep, Conley. Oh, the trifecta!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
The kick out to Paul. And stolen by Edwards. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Towns against Durant. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And he sinks it.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Booker. And the 3 off target. Outside Edwards. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Timeout called. The Suns. They're trailing by 5. 9 seconds left in the 4th. Your thoughts, guys?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from 3-point land.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And so it's Minnesota with the W. Even early.
I smack clowns with mad style.
should be a battle of the backcourts. You know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Morant with a wide open look from beyond the arc and then some.
Gotta honor Morant's 3-ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
Towns sets the pick for Conley. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Brooks outside. Jackson down low. McDaniels defending. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Adams finds Jackson. From deep, Brooks. The offensive rebound on the wing, Bane. The Grizzlies with another miss for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Conley with a wide open look gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Mike Conley makes just enough of these to keep the defense honest.
Pass to Jackson. And here is Bane. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brooks. And that time, also a missed shot. Minnesota leading by 6. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
Jackson from long range. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Want to impress scouts? Stand 6'11" and hit the 3 with consistency. Jackson has such a bright future.
Here's Towns. The shot that time, not on target. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Morant. Plays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 5 now.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
The kick out to Towns. Good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
On the wing, Jackson. Adams with the screen on Towns. Here's Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Towns.
Hard not to foul. Jaren's a big guy who can score with either hand over either shoulder.
Both free throws good from Jackson. And 1:01 left in the first quarter of the game. Towns, the screen. Over in the corner, Edwards. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Clock at 4. Jackson, a screen on Conley. Brooks from outside. Hits it from three-point range.
More and more players are launching well beyond the arc. Add Dylan Brooks to that list.
Edwards. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. The pass to Bing. The three. You can't get that one. Conley feeling it out. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. But and if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Tonight, early on, this team is saying, forget the analytics. Let's take mid-range shots. They can be easy points.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And the NBA has favored three-point shooting here as of late,
which has made players like Luke Kennard very valuable in the process, GA. The lefty stroke of Kennard is a thing of beauty, and he shoots the three ball with such confidence.
Now here's Jones. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. A three. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Here's McDaniels. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the three ball is good.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now, here's Kennard.
Hey, right here, right here.
On the wing, Jones. Memphis moving that ball around. Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Kennard's shot is off.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Here's McDaniels. Has to Gobert. Towns down low. Outside Edwards. A three ball. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jones against Conley. Jones looking for an opening. And again, Memphis no good. Minnesota leading by 7. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Tillman. McDaniels defending. Tillman passes to Aldama. Shoots over Towns. Passes it to Tillman. 5 on the clock. He can't get it to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Edwards. Grizzlies with the rebound. Fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Here's Gobert after Memphis gets the 3. Out to Conley, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Kicks it out to Jones. There's a minute 47 left in the second quarter. And the shot goes in.
Extremely fluid on the offensive end. Kennard can score in just about any situation.
Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. Kennard covering. Anderson a screen on Kennard. Clock at 6. And it's blocked. And they get it back. And here's Anderson for 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Alexander Walker.
Smart decision by Alexander Walker, committing to the shot and absorbing contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Alexander Walker.
He hits the second from the line. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Here's Aldama. Rebound, Minnesota.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Anderson the screen. Prince wide open. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 3. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Brooks the pass to Tillman. He can't hit that time. Here's Noel. Anderson a screen on Morant. And that'll get the score.
21. The Grizzlies. 18. And get ready for the Jabberwockies.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Bain. Pass to Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Prince. Three-pointer. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
We've watched Jaren Jackson struggle with early career injuries, but despite the setbacks, he's continued to grow and become a stronger player.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
He feeds it to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Just can't let Adams get this deep in the paint, because when he does, he's focused on slamming it down.
To the inside. Reed the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Reed. Here's the pass to Alexander Walker. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Pass to Jackson. That shot off. And Minnesota now the other way. Knocked away. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Over in the corner, Conley. Gobert with a screen on Morant. And here's Conley outside.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now Brooks. Passes to Bain. Just 5 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson misses. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And he also brings the hustle to the table. Towns doesn't wait when the break is on. He's quick to get up the court.
There's Morant after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Morant. Towns sets the pick for Conley. It's tipped. Gobert finds Towns. Gobert double teamed, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Conley with the 3. Drops in the tray. Conley's got 6 points.
Poor defense there. That's his bread and butter. You have to crowd him out on the perimeter.
Morant looking around. And Morant throws it down.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Driving the lane, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Minnesota leading by 4. Conley kicks to Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And so here's Memphis. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jones for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Jones has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Edwards against Kennard. Lets it go with a 3. And Anthony Edwards gets the 3. Edwards got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. Got it off in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Aldama. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. Kennard on the wing. Over Conley. Kennard's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 7. Pass to Gobert. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Gobert's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Timberwolves. Now a timeout called by Memphis. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He told them we have to attack the basket. He said we are settling for way too many jumpers, guys. Move the ball, push it inside, and make them defend in the post. It's time to attack. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Now here's Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Here's Towns. Outside Conley. Edwards against Bain. Here's Gobert. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Stolen by Michael Conley. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The kick out to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brooks against Conley. Jackson, it's good on the putback.
Boy, this is what a diverse skill set buys you. Jackson with so many options after corralling the miss.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. Connects from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now following the miss by John Morant from deep. Inside, the kick out to Towns. The pass to Edwards. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Oh!
No, he didn't.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Quick hands from Desmond, coming up with that steal. Beautiful.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Towns, a screen on Morant. Conley gets the bucket.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And here's Jackson. Michael Conley getting his three to go. Shoots over Towns. No good off the back of the rim. Outside Conley. They double team Conley. Deflects the pass. Edwards kicks to Conley. And another three for Minnesota.
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Stolen by Jackson. Morant dishes to Jackson. Over Edwards. Jackson misses. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. At one point, they led by 16. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth. Now, here's McDaniels. Guarded by Bain. Shot clock at 5. Out to Edwards. Lets it go from deep.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Timberwolves.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mike Conley.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Just a solid contributor. Mike Conley has continued to age, and he looks far from done.
Yeah, he's terrific, especially at setting the pace and orchestrating an offense. Also solid at realizing how to get his teammates involved. A selfless distributor who looks to make his guys better.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Conley against Morant. Now here's Conley. This one for three. Missed. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Smack clowns with mad style.
Squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Now here's Morant. Launches a three. Knocks it down from distance.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Booker against Bane. For three. And Booker hits from deep.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Pass to Bane, to the middle. Here's Jackson, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Durant, and it's Durant with the finish!
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards. Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history. And it just didn't play out that way.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Brooks outside. From downtown. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. And make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Now Morant. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
He's perfect from the line this time. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Paul. The kick to Durant. With the drive, and Durant with the big finish.
You love how sudden Durant can be with that attack, and he sliced up the defense. They were unprepared.
Paul against Brooks. Here's Jackson. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Jackson's gotten his second bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Durant. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The kick to Durant. On target from range. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
From deep, Morant. He buries it from three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Well, what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. Fires the three. Durant pulls it in.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's the three. Doesn't go for him. And Memphis taking it the other way now. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
And And the Suns miss again. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Outside Bain. Nice move. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Booker no good.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Outside Morant. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Yeah, you might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint, and you can't give him good looks like that.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Here's Morant. They swipe it. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Houston team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court for Memphis. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Then it's Steven Adams. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Aldama in at the power forward position. Drains the triple.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision. Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Here's Adams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
I think he caught the defense napping. Those plays can be soul-crushing.
The Suns trailing. Here's Booker. Pass to Ayton. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Stolen by Bain. Morant with it, inside. Ooh, Durant with a steal. And they're pushing it up. Booker, the pass to Durant. Out left to the wing. Ayton, the open look. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Ayton's got his second basket.
Ayton showing he can be a problem on other spots on the floor, not just the post.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Clock at 6. Aldama, no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. It's Booker on the wing. Paul against Morant to the inside. That's good from Ayton on the assist by Paul. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Here's Aldama. Counted from distance. Give him 8.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
There are very few guys Durant's size who can change pace with the bounce like he did there.
Morant with it. Pass to Aldama. Outside Bain, and there's the screen. And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Okogie, and that comes off the assist by Durant. And now it's just a 2-point Grizzly lead.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Jones, and the Grizzlies call time here.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Now here's Jones. Clark with the screen. Paul against Jones. Pass to Aldama. Fires from deep. No good on the shot. And Phoenix the other way now. Slammed in by Durant.
And Durant still has that flush, just an easy deuce for him.
Here's Jones. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Clark with a screen on Paul. Jones from outside. And another miss by Memphis. The Suns have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. The 3 from Ayton. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark in the post. Durant's there. 20 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Ayton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Ayton hits them both. 7 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Jones. Shoots over Paul.
Man, when a guy like Chris Paul is hustling out.
Appreciate it, Allie.
Your Suns, 28. The Grizzlies, 28.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Pretty much the entire first half, he was dominating down low, piling up a ton of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Offensive board. Left side Jones. Second shot opportunity. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Right side Paul. Pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, little you can do now to slow him down. Durant's such a phenomenal offensive talent.
Jones against Paul. Here's Jackson. The shot won't fall. Ayton with the defensive effort. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Paul into the lane. Pass to Ayton. And Clark with a block. Jackson with it. This one for three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Booker. Launches a three. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. And here's Jones. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. Jones misses. The Suns leading. The kick to Durant. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game offensively, which should be scary to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line, and he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Jackson down low, guarded by Durant. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Paul, and that comes off the assist by Durant. Paul's got 6.
And KD keeping his head up that time, becoming a playmaker.
Clark with a screen on Paul. Here's Jones. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
Pass to Booker. Outside Paul. Three-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
A nice shot by Booker.
So tough to guard. Devin Booker combining that range with the handle.
Memphis has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Paul against Jones. Pass to Kennard. Back to Jones. Timeout called. Memphis. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
And 1:01 left to play in the third. Here's Bain. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Kevin Durant. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Memphis trailing here. Brooks outside. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Brooks the pass to Jackson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jackson's got 6 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Ayton, the screen on Bain. Booker goes in. Just 5 on the clock. Ayton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, the defense respects Ayton's ability to score, especially from that area on the floor. He becomes dangerous.
Both shots good from the strike. The Grizzlies shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Now Morant. He's got 10.
The officials were right on top of that one.
The free throw drops for Morant.
John Morant, 2 shots.
And Morant drops them both. And stolen by Morant. He gets it off. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. The third quarter comes to a close. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for Memphis, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. Paul hits them both.
There's been a lot of stops in CP3's career, but there's been no doubt that when he's on the team, he is the vocal and emotional leader of their production.
Now here's Morant. Brooks from outside, and the three-pointer goes. Brooks has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Durant. Pass to Okogie. Back to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. The Suns shooting 61% for the game, knocking him down. Outside Paul. Durant with a screen on Morant. Back to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 7 assists in the game.
That's a nice little 8-iron chip shot for KD.
Outside Morant. Driving inside. Morant with the slam!
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Durant with it. He's picked up by Adams. Back to Booker. Paul against Bain. The kick to Durant. 6 to shoot. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Now here's Morant. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Down low, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
No debate there. He got hammered.
You got to love Devin Booker and the way he just competes no matter what the score is and no matter where the team is sitting in the standing. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Drills it from deep. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Morant against Paul. The kick to Durant. Here's Okogie. From deep three-point range. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nails a huge shot.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. And stolen by Durant. And now the Suns fast break. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he... And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
At the line for two.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge.
The previous play is under review.
One thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He laid into the team about being over-aggressive. He said, quote, "You're letting them get to the line as much as they want. We've got to dial back some of the physicality because it's getting us in trouble. Guys, let's see if they can ease up here."
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Morant's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Now here's Durant. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. A minute 29 left in the final quarter. That gives them the lead.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Payne against Booker. Back to Paul. Here's Okogie. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Ja Morant picks one up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You've got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Now here's Jackson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out.
And you have to try to make something happen.
And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge, make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
Previous play is under the
game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Free throw shooting comes into focus in tight games. As usual, he's up to the task.
Booker with it, guarded by Morant. Booker against Morant. Now here's Booker. He's covered closely. 8, a screen on Morant. The Suns need to get off a shot. 8, no good.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Payne against Booker. From deep. Brooks with the rebound. Morant into the lane. And then Morant with the
dunk! Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two choices. You can either succumb.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Edwards puts a bounce in your step. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage. And he looks far from done.
You know, flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Durant, no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Gobert with a screen on Booker. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Oh, good on the triple. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And finished off by Gobert.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Paul. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Ayton, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Now here's Edwards. And Gobert kicks to Towns. Conley with the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Booker against Conley. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, Devin Booker's game is finesse, but if you open up a window to jam it, he'll finish it.
Edwards drives in. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Pass to Okogie. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Edwards got 5 points so far.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that 3-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Booker outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Stolen by Conley.
2 minutes.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Pass to Edwards. 1:30 left here in the first quarter. Back to Conley. Towns in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. The Suns leading. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. There's no question this team can shoot the ball. That's the philosophy he's instilled here. The long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other. And then take that first open look that's available. Devin?
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. 5 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley's shot is off. Suns leading by 3. To the wing right side. Kicks it out to Paul. Releases. Gets an open look and hits. 6 points for him.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
Durant with it. Conley picks him up. It's Durant with the drive.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Right side Towns launches it. Kept alive, Minnesota. Latre hits the three-point bomb.
This is what your offense is designed to do. Get Karl Anthony Towns something in rhythm.
Here's Okogie. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense.
And please give a big round of applause.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Suns.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the three, the small forward. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Edwards passes to Conley. Edwards looking it over. High arcing shot and the basket by Gobert.
It's incredible to think how far Rudy Gobert has come since entering the league and his ability to finish at the cup. That is just nicely done.
Down low. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Here's Towns, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Paul outside. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
And it's Paul penetrating. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
Durant against Towns. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
Kevin Durant has the kind of handle and creativity to get by defensive players off the dribble drive. Nicely done. Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Here's Noel, defended by Paul. Reed misses.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
And there's the pass to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Anderson passes to Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. Suns leading by 3. Paul goes in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Of course, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Now, here's Anderson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Reed.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Paul. 10 points for him, and the shot goes in.
Well, the IQ is just at the top of the NBA game. Chris Paul so smart at getting to his spots.
Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. Rebound by Okogie. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. For 3, Booker. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. To the paint, and stolen by Ayton. Over in the corner, Paul. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
Here's Alexander Walker, off target at the rim. And so it's Phoenix, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. All right, David, thank you. We'll be...
The Timberwolves, 24.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Prince out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard. Durant with the steal. And finished off by KD.
Well, go ahead and get up, Kevin Durant, former MVP, punching it home.
Doris, let me ask you this. Is Kevin Durant the greatest scoring forward ever?
I think he is, Kevin, but I also think that limits his greatness, because when Kevin Durant is done and you consider the combination of his handle, his shooting, and the size, we've never seen that combination to this level. He will go down as one of the greatest ever, regardless of attribute you're trying to assign to him.
They get it back. Suns leading by 9. Booker with it. And now by Anderson. Paul outside. Ayton against Prince. And that one's good, Ayton.
This guy, a relentless force on the glass. DeAndre Ayton going to work and getting the putback.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. It's Prince on the wing. From downtown, and stolen by Booker. Here's Okogie, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, just good play recognition and quick hands. That's how Booker picks up his steals.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Club Youth Dance Team. Fans, that is your Club Youth Dance Team.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Outside Conley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
Conley against Booker. Paul outside. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Conley with the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now here's Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Beyond the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks. Well, Kevin Durant is the total package. Make no mistake, his handle is outstanding.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Here's Ayton. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. And Ayton gets double teamed. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Booker from the arc. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Outside for KD. Fires for 3. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Well, you can see that the team relies on Kevin Durant to be consistently productive, and he is delivering.
Conley with a wide open look. And another 3 for Minnesota.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
Conley gets the bucket.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick-and-roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
Paul passes to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Conley for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And here is McDaniel. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. McDaniel's got it back down to single digits for the Timberwolves. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been a good one. Phoenix ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Conley surveying the D. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Here's Okogie. Doesn't go for him.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Towns sets the pick for Conley. Over in the corner, Edwards. Sweet move. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Booker outside. Ayton trying to break free. No good from Booker. Timberwolves trail by 5. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Towns with the steal. Minnesota again turning it over. Phoenix leading by 5. Durant finds Booker. Over Conley. And the Suns miss again. Minnesota's shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? A nice shot by Booker. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Minnesota calls timeout. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And here's Booker. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. And Booker kicks to Durant. Pass to Ayton. 6 to shoot. Paul passes to Okogie. Gobert with the block.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Conley against Paul. Conley dishes to Gobert. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
To the wing on the left.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Okogie, defended by Towns. Booker in the corner. Shoots from the baseline. That shot no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. McDaniels up top, defended by Durant. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
Suns leading by 3. Booker with no one around. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Booker looking around. No good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Right side, Conley. 1:03 left in the game. And the dunk by Towns.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
Booker against Conley. Outside, KD. Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Oh, here's Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Outside Conley. Towns a screen on Paul. Outside Edwards to tie it up. Count it. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Phoenix calls timeout. Booker with it. Out left to the wing. Paul kicks to Booker. A fadeaway. Oh, off target.
Boy, no idea why he looked at the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Yes!
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Hooker fires from way outside. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.